Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sand Hills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Chief Leader Adams, along with the one and only Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Hey, good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen, as the failing pilot calls you. Hey, it's still not too bad out there. Maybe a little cool, a little cloudy out there, but, for you hardy conservatives, it's no problem. So get up there, get out and take a walk. Have a good day. You communists, though, just pull the covers back over your head and stay there.
Well, it's like it a whole lot better than last week's 75 and 76.
That's perfect weather.
Don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on the live video stream. That's available right now at talk973.com, talk973.com. Up top middle of the page is where that link's located. On your mobile device, you can get it with YouTube. Just put Mornings with the Leader Man in there. And if you're... Don't stop now. Yeah, I knew it couldn't do it without stopping. There you go. POS Napster. Anyway... you can get our audio stream also only if you like that. On your mobile device, you need the streaming apps such as TuneIn or iTunes or Streama. Put WEEB into the search. And, of course, it's always available at our website at talk973.com. Upper right-hand corner of every webpage has an icon that says Only Are Listen Live. Click that once, and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area. Calling for mostly cloudy, no mention of rain, high of 55. I'll take that all day. And tonight, mostly cloudy, 40% chance of getting wet, the low of 49. 50-50 shot of showers tomorrow and 61. And Wednesday, partly cloudy, no mention of rain, high of 69. That's too hot. Right now around Sand Hills, winds are east-northeast at 9. Visibility is at 10 statute miles. Humidity 71%, 2.37. Pressure is 3041. It's cloudy and 46 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Alrighty. It is 7:35, 35 past the hour. Whole lot of talk this weekend, over the weekend, about the coronavirus.
Oh, yes.
And the effects of it. But let's look at the facts, folks, because we can talk our economy right into going over the cliff. Now, I know you Democrats would like to see that.
Yes, communists. They're not Democrats.
But
they're
you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah.
All it's going to do is make people dig their heels in more, particularly on the Republican side. But mostly you're hurting the people who have to live paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, they're hurting the people that they say they champion, and they don't.
Yeah, and they're hurting the people that just started out on the first rung of life, because they're going to be the first one to get let go. And these politicians are saying, well, I'm going to make sure they get the paycheck from day one, from the time they get released. Well, got news for you. It's kind of hard to get the money to somebody that quick. And they will have to prove that the guy laid off, bring us some paperwork, and blah, blah, blah. Although, there's plenty of small businesses that says, son, I got to let you go for a few weeks because of the slowdown. And so then he lets them go. Well, Sonny Boy's just out on his own then. It can be pretty devastating. So one day you're feeling secure, you got your house, you got your food on the table, you got a little transportation, and the next day you can't even fill up the gas tank.
Nope.
So here's the deal, at least from my perspective. I'm not trying to counter anybody else's. But we live here, we work here, we support our local businesses. And it's continued to be important that we continue to support our local businesses.
Yeah, the majority of the economy here is small business. I mean, you know, as much as you hear about GM, GE, and all these guys, it's, you know, Angel Food Donuts, it's Squire's, you know, it's all these small places that make the money and make the economy go.
Yeah, I went by one restaurant last night. It's usually always crowded.
Right.
And I was wondering if they were even open.
Yeah.
With so few cars there. And maybe that wasn't the norm, but you got to remember. Let's look at the statistics. Yeah, there are a couple of cases of corona here in North Carolina, primarily in Wake County, which is an hour from here. About an hour and 15 minutes. Hour for me, hour 15 for you.
I was going to say more like 50 minutes.
There we go. We got our winner. Anyway, there's no cases in Moore County this time. That's not to say there won't be. But it's like playing odds. You got a better chance of getting the flu. You got a better chance of getting a common cold. You got a better chance of getting a lot of things other than this coronavirus.
Right. Now you got the pollen is out this week, too, after the warm weather.
And the chances of you actually getting the coronavirus are small. And the chance of you dying from it are small. It's right now officially 1 in 100. I'm sorry, 0.1 in 100.
Right.
So it's 1/10 of 1%. You know, I'm not sure. Flu has 0.02.
Yeah, flu's a little bit more, right?
No, it's actually less. It's
the flu?
0.02 of a percent.
Oh, all right.
But anyway, you see, you're smart in a fifth grader, but I am a math genius.
Well, I'm not looking at the numbers.
I know. Anyway, the chances of you contracting it are small, almost minuscule, and chances of you dying from it are extremely small. I'd almost say you have a better chance of winning a prize on one of those lottery tickets than getting the coronavirus.
Well, they still haven't come out and told us how long the coronavirus will survive on a golf course green. So, you know, it's safe. Get out there and play some golf.
Yeah.
Just stand away from each other while you're teeing off.
You know, add the washing your hand routine to your daily routine on a regular basis and go about your life. You know, support your businesses. When you go into the grocery store, get what you normally would. You're not stocking up for snow. You're not stocking up for anything else. The chances of going on a full quarantine here is about zero. But never underestimate your government and their stupidity.
Well, yeah, there was a text that apparently was released indicating Trump was going to declare martial law or something, and that's not true.
Yeah.
So don't go there. It hadn't happened.
Right. So that's the bottom line of it. And you got two choices: stay inside and look at four walls, or get outside and go about your life. I would go outside and, live my life. You know, if you're at a store, you don't have to put the grocery cart directly behind someone. Back up a couple of feet. Put a little separation in between you. And you might survive it. In fact, you will survive it. But if we don't get out there and keep this economy alive here, it will have devastating effects on every one of us here. So we can head this off now or suffer the consequences later.
Yeah, and I would also offer that there's concern, etc., but that doesn't mean that you should travel 10 miles an hour below the speed limit. That's not going to help anything.
No.
Just drive, go where you're supposed to go at the appropriate speed.
Yeah.
35 or 30 in a 55 doesn't cut it.
Well, I went all the way to Greensboro, North Greensboro, to Madison, North Carolina. yesterday for my aunt's funeral. She was 94 and the last living sibling on my mother's side. So, and she was a good aunt, so I went up there. And they had a graveside service. Did that. And then it was, you're just meeting with family after the service out there for a few minutes, and my nephew pulls out a vape thing and draws in a big draw. Yeah, I see. Right. Really? You going to vape here with everything that's going on? And the point is, speak up when people do that. It's not, they don't have the right to pull in a big draw of vape and blow it up in the air, and it drifts across you. Now, just the regular speaking may do the same thing, but they don't have to add to it.
No, you don't.
And when they're blowing it out, they're blowing it out at a much higher speed than they would normal breath. Just saying. So speak up in a polite way and say, really ought not be vaping right here. There's too many people around. And he put it up. Oh, yeah, and coming back, I don't know if you've ever experienced this. It was a straight shot on 73.
Somebody's driving in the left lane, were they?
No.
Okay.
This is something else.
Oh, all right.
Actually, coming back, most people stayed in the right lane, like they're supposed to.
Oh, that's good.
Once in a while, you got somebody just living there, but you can get around them. But no, it's in Greensboro, coming back 73, and there's one turnoff that goes to Asheboro, which is what I wanted to stay on 73.
Right.
Well, you see all the big signs out there. Now this is coming at you pretty quick, and it's 65 miles an hour. And you look up there, and a big sign there says Asheboro, Highway 220. Nowhere did it say 73.
Right.
I was already on 73. So I said, I don't want 220, I want 73. Because I know it goes right the way I want to go. And I go shooting right on by that exit. The next thing I get a sign saying Burlington, Raleigh. So far ahead, I went, damn it, I knew that was 73, but there's no sign that says it. And that's the second time that's happened to me because I don't go often enough up there to get used to where to turn off. But
no, that little piece is not really well marked.
It's not marked at all. That's the point. I wonder how many people blew by that thing.
Well, probably a few.
And then your stupid navigator in your car, your new car, doesn't have 73, section of 73 on there, and it tries to say, well, it did me. I ended up through all that spaghetti going down 68, which is a little narrow 50-mile-an-hour road with a bunch of country stores.
That road's been open for quite a while. There's no reason it shouldn't be on the updates in your navigator.
Well, it got
but it isn't, because mine isn't either.
Well, I went to Google. It wasn't there either.
Yeah.
And they're usually pretty good about it. They kept trying to point me down to 68. No, I'm going to stay on 73. All right, so that was my big adventure for yesterday. That's okay. Let's get on with what we do here. Let's try to get you in a decent mood before you get to where you're going today. But the point is, with this corona, go live your life. Be cautious. Keep your distance from other people if you can. Wash your hands regularly. If you feel a cough on, cover your face or cough in your sleeve, whatever you can do to be courteous to others. And if you continue to cough, get out of the room, go outside until it quits. And that's the best we can do because you can't hide from this thing if it's destined to get you. There's a certain thing called predestination in the Bible. And God is all omnipotent and knows everything you're going to do before you do it. And everything's going to happen to you before it happens. It's all part of this big plan. And if you believe that should ease your life up a little bit, and you can go out and enjoy it, because you don't get a second swing at it.
No, it's not like the online games where you can pause and go back and that's not it.
But you'll find that you go out there, you can't get seated where you want to be seated. And restaurants, I'm sure, are going to do where they can space people apart in their dining rooms.
Yeah, I guess some of the movie theaters have cut their attendance, their occupancy by 50%, so that you can, sit several seats away or a seat away, and all those kind of things. So
I mean, you got to sit several seats away from your date.
Well, that too. In your case, yes, but everybody else, not so much. But yeah, you just use a little common sense. But yeah, don't put everybody out of business. Get out there and have your lunch or whatever. You just be a little circumspect about it.
Well, we'll be talking about this a whole lot less in a couple of months, because it'll be warmer and that will start to kill the virus.
Right. Well, last week should have been a good start.
Yeah. Maybe I do like 75.
Yeah, I do. There wasn't anything wrong with the weather last week.
All right, the Late Night Boys last Friday, we call them the Unique Boys of Late Night, delivered this montage.
This is not going to be our usual show. For a start, there is no audience, and also we're not even in our usual studio, partly because we do like to shake things up a bit now and then whenever we can, and also partly because our actual studio might be full of coronavirus. I'm actually serious about that. Both the place where we normally tape on Sunday and our office building had confirmed cases of coronavirus this week. So our staff has been working from home, and we're currently taping this somewhere else with a very limited crew.
Social distancing, yes, I'm all for that. Arm's length, no shaking hands, don't lean in when you talk. What I call how people should behave anyway. You know what? If you're a hand-pumping, close talker, don't worry about me. I've already been avoiding you.
All right, Bill Maher, not funny as usual. Guys, for your latest upcoming birthday or your anniversary, why not give her the gift that she'll be so glad to unwrap?
This year, forget about the heart-shaped diamond or gold bracelet. There's no need to drape her in opulence. If you want to watch her eyes light up like sapphires, give her toilet paper. Nothing says I love you like a package of ultra-soft Charmin toilet paper. Comfortable, two-ply, clean. 12 double rolls that are equal to 24 regular rolls. Set her mind at ease, knowing that if you need to spend a few weeks at home in quarantine, you can wipe this worry off her list. Toilet paper. Toilet paper. Make her feel like she's on the throne.
I went on Amazon, where I usually go to order toilet paper here for the office.
Oh, it's probably out.
And I buy a couple of boxes, which will last here 6 months. And went to buy a couple more boxes. And earliest delivery date was July 15th for Charmin. Some of the off-brands you could get a month from now.
Right.
Maybe. They said April 15th to May 15th is the delivery dates. Said may change.
Oh, dear.
And others, they just plain said unavailable. Went to the Kmart website, and they all said available in the store. That was just to get you to the store to see that they had none. And it goes on and on.
Yeah, it's going to be a while to recover from some of this.
Coronavirus precautions or not, leave it to the married couple to find a solution to their problem in less than 30 seconds.
And now today's episode of The Married Couple.
So, what do you want for dinner?
I don't know. Pizza?
No, let's stay in.
You could have it delivered.
No, the guy will be at the door.
Well, what do you want to eat?
I don't know, there might be something frozen I could heat up.
Yeah? That could be okay.
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 Join us next time for The Married Couple.
Speaking of supporting your local economy, Debbie Nunes told Fox News that it's a great time for people to go to a restaurant or a pub to support their local economy. Oh, don't tell me you won't play it now.
There's a lot of concerns with the economy here because people are scared to go out. But I will just say, one of the things you can do, if you're healthy, you and your family, it's a great time to just go out, go to a local restaurant.
Yeah.
Likely you can get in easily. Let's not hurt the working people in this country that are relying on wages and tips to keep their small business going.
We're very sympathetic.
Don't run to the...
Understood.
Yeah, just don't run to the grocery store and buy, $4,000 of food.
Right, they're cleaning off the
Go to your
shelves.
local pub.
All right, in other words, keep your economy alive.
Yep.
Otherwise, you won't have it to go back to. I promise you.
Yeah, there are going to be some places will close.
Yeah.
You can bet on it.
An entire box of toilet paper fell and spilled on the highway in Arkansas.
There was a fight over it, was there?
Well, they went, what's that? We never seen that in Arkansas before. Eloise, come over here and look. And because of the shortage, the national news got into it. A reporter named Ricky Catsby was live on scene of the toilet paper.
Toilet paper update. We found toilet paper, not in the stores, it's on the interstate. This is at I-49 southbound at exit 60. Toilet paper has been smacked, and I just have a feeling this may be a little bit of karma taking place because it looks like somebody lost a box of toilet paper. They can look at that. It is scattered all over the interstate system and on the shoulder there.
Yeah, I went to the grocery store to get just my normal stuff, which was a cooked chicken and things like that. And you see people's carts stuffed with Bounty, paper towel, and all the other stuff that's not a toilet paper, but some kind of paper product. And I thought to myself, please don't be shoving that down the sewer line because it doesn't dissolve.
Right. There you go.
Toilet paper dissolves. And you put it into your septic system, you're really going to have problems.
Yes, you will.
So I highly encourage you not to use that and then throw it down the toilet. You may have to put a special bag in your bathroom to put it in.
Yes.
A mom created a job chart where her kids get points for doing chores. And they turn in those points for things like toilet paper. There's a video making the rounds of her explaining it, and at one point she counts out 6 individual sheets of TP as payment for a chore. By the way, she hid the toilet paper before unveiling the plan.
Daily, these are the things you have to do. So like make your bed is 1.
1 what?
Well, that's where it gets tricky. It is a point. And guess what the point's going to be for?
15 points a day.
So this is what you have to do, and then if you want to do more, you can do this. Example, Lindsay, choose 2 jobs that you're going to do.
Clean bathroom and straighten bathroom.
So you would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Can I have it in a long?
Yes, we can do it in a long thing.
I'm going to go find as much toilet paper as I can.
Mom, you have to do...
I've taken all the toilet paper out of the house, and you have to earn it.
Imagine sitting around that dinner table and going,
nice. Yeah.
Things don't smell good. Goes well with my steak here. And apparently a ton of people in China are filing for divorce right now after couples spent way too much time together in quarantine.
Oh, dear. Divorce, huh? Okay.
And you know what about divorce?
Divorce sucks. Frank, it's a killer.
Divorce sucks, is what he said. And then there's this brilliant video of a teacher demonstrating soap's effectiveness on the coronavirus.
Dip your finger inside the virus water,
Did the virus move at all? Did any of the pepper flakes move?
No.
No, right? Okay. Now, Isa, take out your finger. Do you see any virus on your finger, any pepper on your finger?
Yes.
Yes. Now, we don't want the virus on our finger, right, you guys? So, Isa, can I ask you to dip your finger in soap, clean your finger? This is the importance of how we wash our hands. Now, Isa, does your finger have soap in it?
Yes.
Okay, now can you dip your finger back in the virus?
Ooh.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
You guys saw that? You see how important it is to wash our hands?
Well, there you go. Object lesson, sure. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, the in-person lessons teach better than reading it.
Yeah.
I got time. Two jerks hoarded 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizers, tried to sell it online. Here's how that went.
With business, there's wins and there's losses, and this is a situation where cutting my losses is the right thing to do. The bulk of it was purchased with just driving around to retail stores in the Chattanooga area. The pricing on Amazon was definitely higher than retail.
Would you say you're sorry?
Sorry for purchasing, sorry for buying all of this?
No, he's not sorry he did it.
No, I don't think that I would.
Okay. Fast thinker there, isn't he? All right, here comes all your weather, sports, and news. It is 8 o'clock.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Today, we're starting off with a mostly cloudy sky and temperatures in the low to mid-40s. This afternoon, though, we'll keep a mostly cloudy sky, staying dry, and highs back in the low to even upper 50s this afternoon. Scattered rain returns for Tuesday, and temperatures are milder, highs in the mid-60s, even upper 60s for Tuesday afternoon. With the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1FM, and 990 AM, WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Jeremy House. The White House is putting in place new measures to protect President Trump and his staff during the coronavirus outbreak. Starting today, the White House is taking the temperature of anyone entering the complex, from visitors to members of the press corps. President Trump is praising the Federal Reserve and its emergency action to support the economy during the coronavirus outbreak.
For many months, the president has sharply criticized the nation's central bank and its chairman, Jerome Powell, for not acting quickly or aggressively enough. But the Federal Reserve's decision to slash its benchmark interest rate to near zero prompted rare praise from the president.
Really good news. It's really great for our country.
He also declared that the move makes him very happy, and he congratulated the Fed for also announcing it would buy $700 billion in Treasury and mortgage bonds. Greg Clugston, Washington.
Asian markets analyst Jackson Wong says investors are very concerned about the latest spread of the coronavirus in Europe and the U.S.
The overall coronavirus cases in Italy or in the U.S. are still soaring. Investors still worry about the situation can worsen, and that will bring the global economy to a stall.
Japan's central bank is expanding its purchases of stocks, bonds, and other assets and providing zero-interest loans to companies running short of cash due to the virus outbreak. South Africa will revoke nearly 10,000 visas issued this year to people from China and Iran. Visas will now be required for other high-risk countries that had been visa-free, including Italy and the United States. Global stock markets and U.S. futures have fallen in a rebuke from investors to emergency central bank action to shore up economic growth as antivirus controls shut down business and travel. The sell-off followed the Federal Reserve's decision to slash interest rates. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Relief Factor, pain relief, it's natural pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com, and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
If you haven't switched to Pure Talk USA, you're probably paying too much for your cell service. Pure Talk covers 99% of the country, and plans start at just $20 per line with no contract and a 1-month risk-free guarantee. You've got nothing to lose. You can even keep your phone and your number. Get 50% off your first month when you call now. Just go to puretalkusa.com and enter promo code HALF-OFF. That's puretalkusa.com, promo code HALF-OFF.
The Peace Corps suspending global operations and evacuating all volunteers.
In an open letter to volunteers posted Sunday on its website, the federal agency's director, Jody Olson, says the decision follows recent evacuations in China and Mongolia due to the coronavirus outbreak. Olson says with evacuations now underway at other posts and travel becoming more challenging by the day, the agency decided to expand the suspension and evacuations. Peace Corps was established in 1961 during the Kennedy administration as a government-run volunteer program serving nations around the world. Rhonda Rockster reporting.
China's consumer spending and other business activity fell more than expected in January and February as it fought a virus outbreak, prompting some forecasters to warn this year's economic growth might slump to its weakest level since the 1970s. Retail sales fell 20.5% from a year ago. News and analysis at townhall.com. A religious problem rears its head as Israel fights the coronavirus. We hear more from reporter Lawrence Rifkin.
Authorities in Israel are seeking to eliminate coronavirus, which has infected some 200 people so far, by closing schools and banning large gatherings, including for prayers. Yet they are facing pushback from at least one ultra-Orthodox Jewish sect. The so-called Lithuanian community, with hundreds of thousands of followers, refused to close its yeshivot, those large and crowded halls of learning where young men sit close to one another for hours on end studying religious tracts. The leader of the community, a revered 92-year-old rabbi, had told his followers that the way to overcome coronavirus was by avoiding idle gossip and conceit. I'm Lawrence Rifkin, Town Hall News, Jerusalem.
News and analysis at themedialine.org and townhall.com. I'm Jeremy House.
What keeps your house toasty warm, cooks your food and heats your water, and gives you a great excuse to hang out in front of your fireplace? Propane gas brought to you by McNeil Oil and Propane of Aberdeen. McNeil Oil and Propane can handle all of your propane or heating oil needs. Call them at 944-2329 and have them come out to fill your own tank, or they can provide you with a new one. When you need propane or heating oil, call McNeil Oil and Propane today at 944-2329. That's 944-2329.
The wait is finally over. Pinehurst Toyota's new state-of-the-art building is now open. We're making it easier than ever to buy your next car. With every Pinehurst Toyota purchase, you get the Pinehurst Toyota Advantage Plan. That includes our 3-day exchange policy, a lifetime limited powertrain warranty, 2 years no-cost maintenance, free car washes, complimentary loaners, and so much more, all at no extra cost to you. Stop in today to browse over 350 new, certified, and quality pre-owned vehicles. Our highly trained staff is ready to give you more for your trade and get you into your new car faster and easier than ever before. The best time to buy is right now. Visit PinehurstToyota.com to shop our entire inventory, get pre-approved, take advantage of our monthly service specials, or schedule your next service appointment. Pinehurst Toyota is open 7 days a week or anytime at PinehurstToyota.com. No cost maintenance provided by Toyota Care. See dealer for complete details.
On the line with us, a great friend, Rodney Swarms with the Plumbing Night. Rodney, it's 2020 already, and once again, you're giving back to the community by teaching classes on the plumbing trade. How is that going?
Steve, thanks for asking. As I've said before, the class has been a real success. It's hard to believe, but we have just been approached in our scheduling to talk to 3 middle schools in this area about plumbing. Unbelievable.
Now, Rodney, you're not suggesting that you are teaching a college course to middle school students, are you?
No way, Steve. I joined the Army when I was 17 and came to the 82nd Airborne Division over in Fort Bragg. That's actually how I got to Moore County. After that, I worked at UPS. I was a driver for 6 years. I've been driven with a passion to to serve for a long time. And I actually met a close friend of mine, Eddie Ingram, and I was introduced to the prestigious profession of plumbing.
So, Rodney, let me ask, did you grow up wanting to be a plumber?
It was a combination of my passion to serve and my love for plumbing that later created the Plumbing Night.
For all your plumbing needs, call the Plumbing Night at 639-5555, day or night, or on the web at theplumbingnight.com.
Building a new home or thinking about changing your existing floors? Aberdeen Carpet can show you the latest flooring trends that will fit your budget and lifestyle. Flooring is what we do every day. Visit Aberdeen Carpet's large showroom and discount warehouse filled with an extensive inventory, ready for immediate pickup. We offer expert advice, competitive pricing, and a huge selection. Located on Highway 5 in Aberdeen near the Habitat for Humanity store. Open Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 4. Call 944-6204 or go online to aberdeencarpet.com.
Next to your home, your vehicle is one of the largest investments you'll make. Hey, it's Anthony from Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop. People tell us all the time, I have a vehicle at home that I only wash by hand and I don't need to have it detailed all the time. Well, did you know Champion hand washes vehicles too? Give us a call at 692-5060 to find a time to get your vehicle properly hand washed using the 3-bucket method to ensure your vehicle's cleaned as gently as possible. That's Champion Car Wash and Detail Shop near the corner of Morganton and Broad in Southern Pines.
At First Bank, North Carolina's largest independent community bank, we know your dream may be to make it possible for your child to achieve theirs. Whether you want to start saving for their education, to pay for a first tuition bill, or to help your student be a smart spender, First Bank offers a wide range of products and services to help you achieve your dreams. From student checking accounts to prepaid debit cards, savings accounts to home equity lines of credit. You'll find a great fit at First Bank.
NCN News. I'm Mike Haley. Coronavirus numbers continue to rise while stock futures fall. CBS News correspondent Nicole Killian has the latest on the Federal Reserve's announcement that they will be slashing interest rates and what that could mean for the coming week on Wall Street.
The Federal Reserve announced it is slashing interest rates to zero and will buy at least $700 billion in government bonds in response to the coronavirus pandemic. Dow futures still fell even after the Fed's announcement, signaling it could be another chaotic week on Wall Street.
As cases rise of coronavirus in North Carolina, one local clinic in Asheville is taking COVID-19 matters into their own hands. An Asheville clinic offered a drive-through COVID-19 testing site over the weekend. Dr. Gus Vickery with Sona Clinic tells WLOS News.
There's no reason to panic. The reason for doing something like this today is to save lives later. That's what we're doing.
The Trump administration's expanded European travel ban has overloaded U.S. airports with travelers returning home. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
That next round of travel restrictions affecting the UK and Ireland go into effect late Monday night. Remember, American citizens are exempted, but Americans coming back from either country will see a health screening at the airport and then be asked to self-quarantine for 14 days.
As COVID-19 continues to spread across the country, people want hand sanitizers. Now Durham Distillery is opening its doors. Lee and Melissa Krentrinick, husband and wife team, are opening their doors to local businesses. They're giving away 2 free liters of homemade sanitizer with an appointment. Melissa tells ABC 11.
There's vulnerability in the hospitality industry right now. We don't know which way this is going to go. So if we can help, we really want to be that for this community and really rally together.
Deputies say they're investigating a murder-suicide in the Moncure area of Chatham County. You're listening to NCN News.
Who is the North Carolina High School Athletic Association?
We are over 200,000 student athletes.
We are dedicated educators, coaches, and mentors.
We are your neighbors and friends that put on the striped shirts and officiate the games you love every week.
We are 419 member high schools from small towns and big cities, anywhere from Murphy to Manteo.
We are making a difference and building leaders of communities for the next generation.
Who are we?
We are high school.
We are the NCHSAA.
Farmers make a difference in your life every day, from the food on your plate to the clothes on your back. The agriculture industry is the backbone of North Carolina's economy. Remember to thank a farmer for all they provide. Farm Credit is dedicated to doing our part to keep farmers farming. Our team of experts provide lending solutions to keep North Carolina's farmers doing what they do best. Farm Credit, we're farmer strong. Visit us at farmcreditofnc.com.
Some major chains in North Carolina are closed or have limited hours in order to expand sanitation efforts, restock shelves, and prevent close interaction. Numerous events have been canceled across the region, including business conferences, festivals, concerts, and more. It will likely be another tough day on Wall Street. Stocks are poised to open sharply lower despite the Fed's move to slash interest rates to near zero yesterday.
A day after the Federal Reserve announced emergency actions to guard against the coming economic impact of coronavirus, markets are getting slammed across the globe. Asian stock indexes are down 3 to 4%. European shares doing worse, slumping 8 to 9%. Oil is dropping again, another 5% lower. We're now coming close to $30 a barrel.
A Triangle organization is determined to make a difference at the Interfaith Food Shuttle in Raleigh. On Saturday, the St. Paul AME Church in Raleigh volunteers packed over 100 meals. Laura Rice of the Interfaith Food Shuttle tells ABC 11 it was a busy day.
They will bag up the produce and grocery, non-perishable grocery items, and then they will deliver them to seniors living in low-income communities.
The full force of the coronavirus has shifted away from China, where it began. WHO has declared Europe the new epicenter of the coronavirus pandemic.
Italy just saw its biggest single-day total of coronavirus deaths, 368. French medical officials call the situation there very alarming and deteriorating fast. Cases are doubling every 3 days, yet French people continue to jam parks and markets. Here in Britain, the death rate more than tripled over 3 days to 35 late yesterday. Prime Minister Boris Johnson is asking British manufacturers to retool to produce ventilators for intensive care units.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. We're starting off with a mostly cloudy sky and temperatures in the low to mid 40s. This afternoon, we'll see high temperatures below normal, but still back in the low to even upper 50s today. Mostly cloudy sky, dry this afternoon. Tuesday, scattered rain returns. High temperatures, though, will be milder. Highs will range from the mid to upper 60s. With the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Right now, here in the Sand Hills area, it's still cloudy and 46 degrees. Humidity 73%, dew point 38. Pressure 30-42. Winds northeast at 8. Visibility is at 10 statute miles. It is 8:14. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news for this Monday morning. A state of emergency was declared in Moore County on Friday as the number of COVID-19 cases in North Carolina continued to climb. At this time, this declaration is primary and administrative action. If circumstances require further action, this declaration will be amended as needed. Moore County currently has no presumptive positive cases. No cases in Moore County. Although the risk of contracting the novel coronavirus remains low in Moore County, this declaration is a proactive measure allowing for flexibility to respond to the evolving situation in the days and weeks ahead. A rollover accident outside of Vass left 3 teenagers injured Saturday, including 2 who had to be airlifted. The single-car accident occurred around 10 p.m. on Keith Road, just off Baker Road. A Nissan Pathfinder was carrying 4 teenagers when it rolled off the road and overturned, throwing one of the victims from the vehicle. A female was the first to be airlifted from the scene by UNC helicopter shortly after. A second helicopter from UNC landed to take the male victim to the trauma center. The third was transported by ambulance to First Health Moore Regional. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper on Saturday ordered all schools in the state to close for at least 2 weeks, joining other states around the country, switching to online learning as the coronavirus spreads. Moore County schools made a statement in response to Governor Cooper's executive order. Over the last week, district administration has been preparing in the event of a closure of schools, including lesson plan development and working with local organizations to provide services to all students in the event of a school closure. And an early Saturday morning fire destroyed a Moore County home. They called in around 7 a.m. from the 2200 block of Old Glendon Road, about a mile outside of Carthage, When the first units from the Carthage Fire Department arrived on scene, the front of the home was fully engulfed. Firefighters had the blaze knocked down in under an hour. According to the fire chief, Tyner, of Carthage Fire and Rescue, everyone made it out of the home without incident. And a driver crashed his pickup truck into the front entrance wall of Walmart in Aberdeen. It was happening Saturday afternoon. The male driver apparently suffered a medical event and struck the corner of the building just feet away from the front door. The accident occurred during a time when the store was filled with shoppers entering and exiting the building. However, no one was hit. That's your latest Sand Hills news this morning. Stand by, though. Here comes your latest in sports. Right here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB. It's 8:18.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. Recommendations by the CDC suggest North American professional sports could remain on hiatus until May. The organization says that teams should cancel or postpone in-person events that consist of 50 people or more throughout the U.S. and for the next 8 weeks. That window easily exceeds what would have been the remainder of the NBA and NHL regular seasons, plus would cover about the first 25% of the Major League Baseball season. The NCAA, meanwhile, says it will not create brackets for the men's and women's basketball tournaments that were canceled due to the coronavirus concern.
NCAA Vice President Dan Gavitt said there would not have been a way to fairly assemble the 68-team field after the majority of conference tournaments were cut short. The March Madness field was scheduled to be revealed on Sunday, but fans will have to wait until next year to fill out their bracket. I'm Gethin Coolbaugh.
Meanwhile, Rick Pitino is the new basketball coach at Iona College. Pitino replaces Tom Cluess, who resigned Friday for health reasons after a decade at the Catholic school in New York City's suburbs. Pitino coached at Louisville from 2001 to 2017 before the Hall of Famer was fired for a pay-for-play scandal. He had been coaching in Greece. UNC Wilmington on Friday announced the hiring of NC State assistant coach Takayo Siddle as its head basketball coach. He replaces C.V. McGrath, who was fired in January after compiling a 26-58 record midway through his third season. NFL players narrowly approved a new labor agreement with the league that features a 17-game regular season.
The playoffs would be expanded next season from 12 to 14 teams. There will be increases in rosters to 55. Players active on game day from 46 to 48. Minimum salaries and benefits for current and former players will increase, and the players will get at least 48% of all league revenues. Mike Mancuso, New York.
Now a delay on the deal is possible given the league restrictions on travel as a safeguard against the new coronavirus. This is NCN Sports.
Hi, Darcy the cow here for Black Cow, the mature manure. Every time you buy a bag of Black Cow, you're helping the environment. Black Cow contains 10 times more nutrients and microbes than garden soils. Your lawn, flower beds, and vegetable gardens will be off to a great start with Black Cow.
Black Cow, the mature manure. Black Cow.
Alternative Power knows when your power goes out, even for just a few hours, life is disrupted. But when it goes out for days, life can become unbearable. Control your power, control your life with a new Generac home standby generator. There's never been a better time to install a new Generac generator. Alternative Power provides finance options and a free 10-year warranty. North Carolina's Generac experts. See more at alternativepower.com.
The Greek Olympic Committee says the Olympic flame handover ceremony for the Tokyo Games will take place without spectators in an effort to contain the coronavirus outbreak. The committee says the accreditation cards that had been issued for Thursday's ceremony at the stadium in Athens, where the first modern Olympics were held in 1896, would not be valid. The body headquarters will also remain closed until further notice. The committee canceled the remainder of the Olympic torch relay last week after crowds gathered in southern Greece to watch part of the torch relay in Sparta, which is where the torch was carried by actor Gerard Butler. Greek health officials have warned people to stay home and have shut down everything from restaurants, bars, and cafes to public organized beaches, as well as ski resorts, hair salons, and movie theaters in an effort to curb the spread of the virus. Greece currently has 331 confirmed cases and 4 deaths. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
This is Chuck from Sunbelt Service Pros. Are you just not feeling it anymore with your AC service provider?
Are you calling those guys because that's what you've always done, or because there's a sticker on the thermostat with an old phone number on it? How about this? Take a chance and you'll be thrilled to find that you're getting real value for your heating and cooling dollars. When you call Sunbelt Service Pros, you are dealing with a professional and reliable service provider. Our technicians are highly trained and certified and can quickly address any issues. Our customers find our technicians and office staff courteous, friendly, and professional throughout the whole process. We're doing something right here. You need to check us out. Find out what you've been missing and call us today. Sunbelt Service Pros at 910-944-2044 or go online to sunbeltservicepros.com.
Cooper Ford in Carthage knows that a fair weather friend isn't really a friend at all. That's why Aaron Cooper wants you to know that when you buy a vehicle from Cooper Ford, they're in it for the long haul. Cooper Ford will be with you every step of the way, from start to finish, and help you choose the vehicle that's right for you at a price that's right for your budget. And Cooper Ford's commitment doesn't stop there. This long-haul commitment includes certified service after the sale. At Cooper Ford, they know that your time and money is precious, and they promise not to waste either. Aaron Cooper also wants you to remember that you can't buy a new Ford for less anywhere else in the Sandhills, and that's a guarantee. So start the new year off right with a new car, truck, or SUV from Cooper Ford, each equipped with the Cooper Ford promise to do what they say, when, and how they say they're going to do it. Just a short drive from the traffic circle, just off 15501 in Carthage. Or start shopping today on the web at cooperford.net. Cooper Ford, always working hard to be your hometown dealer.
At Sandhills Collision Center in Seven Lakes, we proudly serve all your automotive repair, auto body restoration, and collision repair needs. With our brand new state-of-the-art cheap straightening system and eco-friendly AmeriCure paint booth, you can rest assured that your vehicle, boat, or RV will receive top-notch repair and flawless paint jobs. And for all you aviators, we do aircraft body repair too. Sandhills Collision Repair Center is veteran-owned and offers a 5% discount to our military family. We give free estimate and accept all insurance and self-pay. All our ATECs will provide superior customer service from start to finish because we are committed to quality and prompt expert service. Bring your automobile, boat, or RV by today for a free quote at 135 Village View Drive in Seven Lakes. That's just 2 minutes from the Food Lion on Seven Lakes Drive. Or call us at 910-673-AUTO. That's 673-AUTO. Sandhills Collision Center, because you deserve the best.
Donuts so heavenly you'd think they were made by angels. Southern Angel Donut Company is now open for your heavenly pleasure in Olmsted Village behind the First National Bank. And the angels are up daily at 3 a.m. making donuts the old-fashioned way, preparing holy taste bud delights like the maple bacon donut or their special apple fritters. And hey, Southern Angel Donuts make great business icebreakers because who doesn't like a great donut? Give Southern Angel Donuts a try today. Open 6 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily.
Do you have unanswered questions about your financial planning, investments, and insurance? Well, Delta Financial Advisors in Pinehurst has recently updated their website to help address many areas of concern. Go to deltafinancialadvisors.com and take a look at the new content and videos, which provide a wealth of valuable information. That's www.deltafinancialadvisors.com. Delta Financial Advisors, 11 Village Club Court in Pinehurst.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. Have you seen those shock collars like you put on a dog to control behavior? When the dog does something you don't like, you hit a button on the controller and your beloved pet gets a little jolt of electricity. Now, no doubt this is something that upsets a lot of people. But if you're completely honest, aren't there a couple of people who you'd like to strap a shock collar around their neck? By law, if you could put a shock collar on two people, can you think of a couple you'd like to choose? For example, people you may like, but they just won't shut up. I mean, at least with me, you can turn the channel. Just think how great that would be if you were in church sometime and 10 or 15 minutes past time for the sermon to end, you could just shock the preacher. Problem is, if you had 10 or 15 people zapping them at the same time, you might send them over yonder a little bit early. As technology advances, maybe they could figure out a way to make a truth detector shock collar. Can you imagine a politician trying to get through a speech looking like he's up there doing a Macarena? If we could perfect this truth detector thing, we could get people to start attending important meetings again to watch the show. I don't know, like, I'll pick something random. School board say, we can just put on some music and watch the superintendent dance. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Nah, I'm not. Peter won't complain about this. They don't care about what you do to humans. I hope everybody has a wonderful day from the Zoom Wall Zone.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. Today, we're starting off with a mostly cloudy sky and temperatures in the low to mid-40s. This afternoon, though, we'll keep a mostly cloudy sky, staying dry, and highs back in the low to even upper 50s this afternoon. Scattered rain returns for Tuesday, and temperatures are milder, highs in the mid-60s, even upper 60s for Tuesday afternoon. With the North Carolina News Network, I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the Leader Man, here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB, and heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
It's the 16th of March.
All right, Lips Appreciation Day is today.
So it's about appreciating your lips.
Why on the lips?
I love my lips.
Lip balm?
All right, what's that horrible noise?
What is that noise? That is the sound of Monday morning.
Monday morning. So it's another week already.
Wake yourself up.
Boy, you're gonna have a rough day.
Okay, back to the old grind.
There's coffee in there.
Let's have a great day, everybody. Whatever.
Let's get this show started.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with the Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Hey, good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen. Hey, you know, the weather's still nice out there, so you can get out and do a few things, but there are going to be some restrictions on large groups, etc. So, in passing, the Rufus T. Behringer Civil War Roundtable this Thursday will be canceled. You know, that's mostly some older residents, so we don't want to try to expose them to anything. So that will be canceled, and I know there's a few other things out there that normally go on that won't for the next couple of weeks. So keep that in mind.
All right, don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on the live video stream. That's available right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the page is where the link's located. On your mobile device, you can get it with your YouTube app. Fire that up and put Mornings with the Leader Man in the search. If you're on your mobile device just hitting our audio, well, you need to fire up a streaming app such as TuneIn, iTunes, or Streamer, and put WEEB in the search. Let me back that up. There it goes and stops. But anyway, you put WEEB in the search and you'll get our stream. If you're on our website, it's easy to get. It's in the upper right-hand corner of every web page where the icon says Listen Live in the upper right-hand corner. Just click on that once and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sandhills area. It's going to be cloudy today, 55 for a high. Tonight, more clouds, 40% chance of showers, a low of 49. 50-50 chance of showers tomorrow, high of 61. Tomorrow night, we drop it to a 20% chance of showers at 53. Wednesday, partly cloudy, 69. Thursday, 30% chance of showers, high of 73. And Fridays, look for partly cloudy, 81. What's this crap?
All right.
Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are northeast at 8, visibility 10 statute miles, pressure is 3042, 2.38, humidity 73. It's cloudy and 46 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right, 8:32, 32 past the hour on this Monday morning.
Monday.
Yeah. I want to say congrats to the Sand Hills Community College Flyers. They did it for the second time in the last 9 years. The Flyers held off Mohawk Valley from New York, 93-89, and they won the National Junior College Athletic Association Division III National Championship this past Friday in Rochester, Minnesota. It was the second national championship for the Flyers in the last 9 years, and the Flyers also won it in 2012 under Coach Mike Apple.
How come they didn't cancel all that because of the virus?
I don't know.
I mean,
I guess nobody tested positive.
They're canceling baseball. They canceled, the NCAA thing and all the rest. Yeah, even the Masters. The Masters not going to play.
Well, sometimes I think it's due to an overabundance of caution.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the necessity. I also want to thank the Sand Hill Sentinel for providing us with the morning news every morning. You can always get the latest right there at sandhillsentinel.com.
Yeah,
online.
Sit there and read that online with your cup of coffee and your apple fritter.
Yeah. Apple fritters, of course, from Southern Angel Donuts, because while you were sleeping, the Angels were baking fresh, heavenly donuts. Southern Angel Donuts, Olmsted Village Shopping Center, open 6A to 5P. And also this morning's show is brought to you by Weichert Realtors, Town and Country. Whether you're ready to buy or sell now or even a year from now, call the experts at Weichert's and get the service you deserve when buying or selling your home. Weichert Realtors, Town and Country, 910-235-3685. 910-235-3685. All right, 34 past the hour. I want to reiterate that the need to protect our economy here in Moore County. This is where you live, work, and play, and you need to protect it. And how do you do that? By just living your normal life, not by sealing yourself off inside. Look at the odds. You can get, if you're destined to get it, you're going to get it. By being smart, chances are high you won't ever see it or come close to it. Things to do, obviously, is wash your hands regularly. And I want to point out I have no medical credentials, and I'm not trying to play medicine here. But I do stats a lot. And when you look at it, chance of you coming in contact with somebody with it are close to zero.
Pretty slim.
Yeah, and if you do, it doesn't mean you'll contract it. Your natural immunity system may fight it all for you. If it doesn't, it will build up immunity and kill it eventually.
Yeah, your elderly, older population and people with underlying medical issues are the ones that really need to pay attention.
They're the ones that catch it and succumb to it. But even then, the statistics are low of dying from it because it's less than 0.1% if you fully contract it. And it's even lower than that the younger you are.
And there's a couple of things coming out apparently here in the United States. They're looking at some kind of inoculation or something that they're going to start working on today. And the Australians think they have something that will work. And, there's lots of people working on this thing. So,
But this is a situation where you need to go out and support your local businesses. Shop as usual. Be careful. Don't, come into overly heavy contact with people.
Well,
no shaking hands, all that stuff.
The real thing, the real issue is that if you have it, if you know you have it, if you're getting sick, get yourself tested, number one. And if you're positive for the thing, stay home. How many times have we read in the last 2 weeks? We have people that know they have it, and they're out there going to one went to a father-daughter dance, and the other guy went to some kind of political function, and knowing that
another guy got on an airplane.
Yeah, another one got on an airplane. So how about doing everybody a favor? If if you're feeling a little off, find out whether or not it's flu, or find out whether it's not coronavirus, and then do what's appropriate. Do everybody else a favor and stay home.
Pretty well guarantee that's not. Well, I can't guarantee this, but I would highly suspect that the airlines themselves will be putting out little thermometer readers on all passengers.
Well, they'll have a temperature
very
thing
quickly.
There. That's fairly common now. That, in fact, many hospitals have had that for years, and you're able to tell whether somebody is running a temperature when they walk through the doorway. And they also do that at the entryways to the United States. A lot of the what do they call it?
Port of entry.
Yeah, the port of entry. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's a device there that can pick somebody that's running a little hot, and they can corral that guy or gal and do something with them.
Well, it's just common sense stuff. So keep your economy alive. Get out there and just live normally.
Right. Yeah, it's one thing.
You don't have to go overboard or anything. Just be normal. When you go to the grocery store, buy what you would normally buy. If there's toilet paper on the shelves, buy what you would normally buy. Don't hoard it off of there.
Yeah, because you got to store it
somewhere. That just breeds
somewhere.
panic, huh?
You got to store it somewhere, too. You make a couch out of it or something, some of these people.
Yeah. They had plenty of it for us all these years, and then you get the few hoarders come in there and for no reason at all and just wipe it off the shelf. And that creates panic.
Well, it's you have hoarders, number one, and then number two, you have people that just go crazy because of the, people, I don't know, government, the Democrats, I don't know who's doing it, ginning up all this worry about this thing and causing the panic. You don't need to panic.
Yeah. And the supply chain is there to supply stores with what they normally get. In other words, keep your part of it normal and quit going overboard.
Yeah. Most of the big grocery stores, et cetera, they've said, hey, we've got our supply chain in hand. If we can just keep it working as we have, as normal, it won't be a problem. But if you go in there and just scoop everything off the shelf, then they can't catch up. And it takes a while.
And frown on hoarders.
Yeah.
The same with the water. It's getting a little ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you see somebody...
Although I did go into Hertito on Friday and they had my distilled water.
Yeah.
I give my dogs distilled water. In fact, I'm drinking it right now myself.
Well,
which is the kind I like. All right, 8:40. Let's play with the Colonel's brain here a little bit.
Oh, no.
Wake him up. Wake me up at the same time as we play a little Yes or BS.
And now it's time for Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Or BS.
Don't get me back to good bullshit.
All right, time for now the rousing round. The Yes or BS will give the Colonel a statement, and he'll decide, yes, that's true, or no, that's total BS. So let's take a break from the madness to celebrate something simple and pure for a moment. Today is National Corn Dog Day.
Okay. All right.
You have to guess if these corn dog facts are true or if we just made them up.
It's all made up. Corn dog facts.
Yeah.
Or what facts could there possibly be about a corn dog?
Let's see. First, let me get my little buzzer in place so
Yeah, you're probably going to need it.
we can have fun doing that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fact number one. Or is it yes or BS? Let's see. All right. National Corn Dog Day was started over 25 years ago.
Oh, sure, why not?
It is true. It started in Oregon 28 years ago.
28 years ago, okay.
In 92.
Great.
A traditional corn dog actually has no corn in it.
In it or on it? A traditional corn dog.
A traditional corn dog has no corn in it.
Sure, true.
No, the batter is covered in a deep-fried cornmeal.
Yeah, it's wrapped around the hot dog. The hot dog has no corn in it. Yeah, okay, fine. Trick question.
The corn dog has over 1,000 calories.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No. Depends on how big it is, but the average corn dog is only 250 calories. The hot dog in the middle is responsible for about 150 of those.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy Dean now sells a breakfast corn dog.
Sure, why not?
Yes, he does. They call it pancakes and sausage on a stick. They also have a blueberry pancake version.
Yeah.
And in Australia, they're called Pluto Pups.
In Australia, I've never heard of them. Yeah, why not?
It's true.
Okay.
Australians also refer to them as dippy dogs and Dagwood dogs.
Dagwood dogs, yeah, okay. Give me a Dagwood.
Yeah, those Australians can be a bit strange sometimes. All right, here's some yes or BS questions that are not related to the corn dog. Just plain old yes or BS. First time anyone saw Betty White on television, she appeared in a TV refrigerator ad playing a 3-inch tall pixie named Happy Hot Point.
Sure, why not?
No. Actually, it was Mary Tyler Moore.
That was her first show?
Yeah. The average human nose can detect around 4,000 odors.
Average human nose?
Yeah.
I think that's a bit much. I can't remember. Yeah, true. Why not?
It is true.
Yeah.
And some perfume employees, pro sniffers, can detect 10,000.
Oh, professional sniffers. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't until World War I.
Wait, that must be Joe's problem. Creepy Uncle Joe.
Oh,
sniffing
smelling hair.
Yeah, that must be his thing. Yeah, okay.
It wasn't until World War I that specific left and right shoes were made.
Yeah, it was early in the century. Yeah, that's probably true.
No, they were first made during the Civil War.
Civil War, left and rights. Okay, well, my brogans were.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that sounds a little early to
So
me.
you got something to carry to your round table now.
Yeah, okay.
Marilyn Monroe was the first. Is it the Civil War you all study or the Revolutionary?
Yeah, Civil War.
Marilyn Monroe was the first ever Goober baby model.
I don't know. Marilyn Monroe? No.
Nah, it is BS. President James Garfield was ambidextrous and could write with both hands simultaneously.
Garfield, one of them could. Sure, why not? I don't know. Garfield.
It was him.
Yeah, was it? Okay. Good.
Write two letters at the same time?
Yes. I had a professor, economics professor in college. He could write on the chalkboard, left and right, mirror image at the same. Yeah, it was just amazing stuff. And you couldn't tell the difference when you put a mirror on it and looked at it. I mean, it looked just like his other, I mean, it was amazing stuff.
The South Pole is actually considered to be a desert environment.
South Pole is a desert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it would be.
It is. It gets about the same amount of rainfall each year as the Sahara Desert.
Oh, okay.
Ozzie Newsome, I don't even know him. The best-selling album in the world is the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack.
The best-selling album? I have no clue. Sure, I have no clue what would be the
It's
best.
Thriller, Michael Jackson.
Thriller? Okay.
Saturday Night Fever is number 9.
I never bought either one of them.
The rotating lawn sprinkler was invented about the time of the birth of Christ.
What? The rotating lawn sprinkler? Birth of Christ? No. Did the Romans invented one?
Yes, it's true.
Okay, well, good for them.
While over 70% of the earth is covered in water, only 1% of that water is drinkable.
Oh, yeah, I saw something about that.
That is true.
Yeah, it's a very small percentage. Yeah.
Don Knotts was originally offered the role of Archie Bunker in the famous TV hit All in the Family.
Who was originally on? Don Knotts?
Don Knotts.
I don't know. I guess. Sure.
No, I'm sorry. It was Mickey Rooney.
Mickey Rooney? Okay. All right.
Bart Starr threw the first pass in the very first Super Bowl.
Bart Starr? Well, it wasn't called Super Bowl the first 2 games.
Well, the World Bowl is what it was called.
I don't remember. Were they on offense first? Sure, I guess.
It is true.
Yeah. Okay.
Threw it to Max McGee for 37 yards.
I don't remember that. Jeez, been so long.
When Alfred Hitchcock was filming his classic movie Psycho, he bought up as many copies of the book as he could to help keep the ending a secret.
It sounds stupid enough that somebody would do it. Yeah, I guess. Sure.
It is true, and it wasn't that hard because the book wasn't exactly a bestseller. Hitchcock bought the rights to it for a mere $9,000.
Oh, okay. Well.
One in every 11 Americans has stole something to get what they want.
1 in 11?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah, I guess.
It is true.
Yeah.
1 in 5 Great Lakes one of the 5 Great Lakes, try this again. Of the 5 Great Lakes, only Lake Superior is the only one that lies completely in the U.S.
Superior. Is it Superior? Yeah. No?
No, it's Lake Michigan.
Michigan?
I would have never got that.
I get them all confused. Yeah, Ontario and Erie, I can get. The rest of them, I always confuse which one's which. Yeah,
Although we see a man on the moon, the Chinese thinks we see an ox.
I guess, yeah. Who knows what the Chinese see?
No, they think they see a rabbit.
Oh, a rabbit. Okay, well, good for them.
Statistics show that Monday is the most dangerous day to drive an automobile.
Monday? Yeah, everybody's hungover.
Oh, it's Saturday.
Saturday's the most dangerous day? Really?
The largest fruit crop on Earth is grapes.
The largest food crop on Earth? No.
What would you say it is?
Either corn or wheat, something like that.
It's grapes.
Grapes, really?
The average American eats, this is the last one, the average American eats 1,889 Tootsie Rolls in their lifetime.
Who knows? Does anybody even know what a Tootsie Roll is anymore? That can't be true. I haven't seen a Tootsie Roll for sale in years. Get out of here.
Yeah, they're for sale, and you get them at the bank and everywhere else.
I don't think I've seen...
The bank candy.
I haven't seen a Tootsie Roll in a long time.
Yeah, the little individual pieces.
They used to have the large ones.
Yeah, they got large ones too.
I haven't seen one in ages. I haven't been looking for them, I guess. I have to go look.
You know, with the large ones, you don't have to lick through the candy to get to it.
Tootsie Pops, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many licks to get to the chocolate center?
Something like that, yeah. You know, the guy goes 1, 2, 3. It takes 3.
Seriously, I haven't seen a Tootsie Roll in I don't know how long.
All right, well, let's get smart here.
And now it's time for
Random facts. 1, 2, 3.
Random facts for today, maybe a spare if we're good. They put it in a different place today. All right, here it is. Let's see. There are 3 U.S. presidents who had double-digit siblings. James Madison had 11 brothers and sisters. George Washington and James Buchanan both had 10.
Really? 10?
Yeah.
Washington had 10 brothers and sisters. I didn't know.
I didn't either.
Really didn't know that.
Even though it is much bigger and more famous city now, Vancouver, British Columbia, was actually incorporated 29 years after Vancouver, Washington. The record for the number of Oscars for one movie is 11. 3 movies have done it: Ben-Hur, Titanic, and The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King.
Okay.
There are more blue and orange M&Ms in a pack of M&Ms than any other colors. And Toyota was originally called Toyota with a D because the founder's name was Sakichi Toyoda. But after 1 year, they decided to change it since Toyoda means furrow rice paddies, and they didn't want to be associated with farming. And that, my friends, is your little-known random facts today.
Okay.
All right. It is 8:53 now, past the hour. Let's close that. All right, some good news. We all need some. A lot of people we've seen this past week have apparently, a lot of the news we've seen this past week been pretty dire. But there are a ton of inspiring stories out there, too. Here's a quick roundup of some of the news stories we've seen about the outbreak. Videos of people in Italy singing together from their balconies went viral. The best one is from Siena, Italy, where they sang a popular song about how proud they are of their hometown.
Okay.
All across Spain, people went to their windows to give healthcare workers a huge round of applause. A video of doctors and nurses in Wuhan smiling and removing their masks has been making the rounds on social media. China closed the last of its emergency hospitals last week after the spread of the virus there finally leveled off.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting then. Wuhan is kind of cooled out as the epicenter of this thing.
Yeah, now it's moved over to Europe.
Yeah.
For the first time, South Korea had more recoveries in one day than new cases. In fact, in the last week over in China, they had only 11 new cases of coronavirus.
Yeah, well, that's good.
Out of 3.3 billion people, that's pretty outstanding. After Disneyland shut down, they donated all. See, things will get back to normal.
Right. Yeah.
You don't have to go crazy over this stuff. Just live your normal life. After Disneyland shut down, they donated all their extra food to a food bank in Orange County, California. And last week we heard about a distillery in Oregon that was making hand sanitizers and giving it out for free. Now more distilleries around the country are doing it. Internet providers are offering unlimited free public Wi-Fi during the crisis. And the big phone companies are stepping up too. Verizon is pausing late fees, and T-Mobile is giving customers unlimited data on their smartphones. A woman in North Carolina named Becky Hofer has been doing grocery store runs for elderly people to reduce their exposure. A convenience store in Scotland has been handing out free face masks and hand sanitizers to people over 65. And lastly, a 17-year-old kid near Seattle named Abby Schiffman started a website in late December that tracks coronavirus cases around the world in real time. Oh. All right, we got a little over a minute left. Let's work one more story in, shall we? I know what we'll do. Things we need to know so we don't sound stupid. The Boston Marathon's been postponed until September 14th. Viking Cruises temporarily have halted all voyages. Target and Walmart are now limiting purchases of hand sanitizer, toilet paper, and face masks. Michigan has become the 16th state to legalize sport betting. Nepal has closed Mount Everest due to the coronavirus. Mayoral and local elections in England have been postponed for 1 year due to the coronavirus outbreak. Disney Plus has moved up to the debut of Frozen 2 by 3 months to help fill the entertainment gap at home. It's now available. Delta Airlines announced major cuts to its capacity Friday because of the virus. The company said it is facing worse conditions and making deeper cuts than after the 9/11 terror attacks. And Domino's is now advertising free contact delivery for pizzas.
No, wow, that's good.
All right, so it goes for this Monday. Have yourself a great, safe day. We'll see you back bright and early tomorrow, 7 to 9 for a titillating Tuesday. In the meantime, live your life normally. The odds of you contracting this are all, so close to zero, it's hard to express how hard it is, how low it is. But live smartly also. Wash those hands regularly. And be sure to support all the mom and pop businesses you hear on our airways because they're the backbone of our economy here in Moore County. Money, 68% of it, when you give them first crack at your spending dollars, will stay here, roll over, and create more jobs for all of us. And don't forget, millions of Americans have fought and they have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. So live today worthy of their and their family's sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams and the Leader Man. And Nick and Colt the dog will all see you at 2 o'clock this afternoon at the dog park.
When I come back,